Hello, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to episode 15 of Aston Villa Raise the Holte. As you can see, since our last episode, the disappointing late loss to Brighton, things have picked up. We've been okay. We then hosted Leicester City. This was a very tight, even game. It was arguably boring, but I was more than happy to come away with a point from that. We looked really good defensively, but there really wasn't many highlights in the game, much like the Brighton one, but this time we didn't concede late, so that was brilliant. Then we had the Carabao Cup at home to Crawley, and we were rampant. We switched up pretty much the whole team, which I think was entirely the whole team, and as you can see, we were 3-0 up in 20 minutes, then Terry got sent off. It didn't slow us down, to be honest. We were absolutely brilliant. Even Micah Richards played at 8 in defence. That's how good we were. Yes, it was Crawley. I think they're League 1 or League 2. I can't remember what happened to them last season. But we were brilliant. It was really, really good. Then Liverpool, they're really good. I think they won the league last year. They have Alexis Sanchez now. They scored really early and I was really worried. We actually went in front. Jedinak got a really good goal, and Snodgrass, we were 2-1 up, and then you can see they just came straight back within 8 minutes, I think that is, 7 minutes. They were up 3-2. Our defending was questionable on those goals, but we did okay. Jedinak leading the way with a 9. But they were really good, and we actually gave them a game. So I was relatively happy with that. And then our first league win, we go away to Swansea, and we were really good. We deserved to win. We played well. You can see everybody played relatively well, except for Carlos Gil. He actually didn't play that bad, I didn't think. I was surprised when the game ended to see that he had a 5.9 rating. I think he was misplacing a few passes, but we tweaked the formation, and in the role that he's in, I'll show you in a second, he is going to misplace passes from time to time, so I wasn't overly disappointed with him, but the game obviously was. So what we're going to do today is we're going to host Man City. I've just had a quick look at my scouting report, and yeah, the scouts pretty much just said, good luck, guys. That's going to be tough. What we're going to do is we'll play through the Carabao Cup away to Stoke. I'm just going to switch up the team again, and if we get into a bit of a cup run, then we'll show the cup, but I don't really think it matters. And then we'll go away to Everton, and this should be a good game as well. I'm hopeful we'll get some sort of result out of this episode, but if nothing else, we can just sit back and admire the wonder that is Manchester City. So if we have a look at the league table, we can see that we're sitting in 11th. Bournemouth won 7-3 against Huddersfield on the Friday night game. You can see we're sitting 11th. They're just above us, just 3 points above us. I think the table could be telling lies, because when you see their team, there's a reason that we're 7-1 in a 2-horse race. So this is the team we're going with. So what I've tweaked, as you can see, we're playing 2 deep defensive midfielders, and then we've got Carlos Gil up in that trequartista role, just pretty much doing his own thing in there. I'm sticking with Grealish and Snodgrass because they did play really well against Crawley, and we scored goals, obviously, against Swansea as well and Liverpool. So I'm going to stick with them for now. That means Adobe's on the bench, and we've dropped Green altogether. This formation of Conor Hourihane as well, he's picked up an injury. He is out for, as you see, 2 to 4 weeks. That's kind of what instigated this change in formation, because without Hourihane going box to box, I mean, Bjornsson's okay, but I wanted to try this, give us that little bit more defensive-minded midfielders, and then with Gil up top, trying to just create, because he is this has the potential to be a really good attacking quartet. Especially when Wilson comes back in there as well. So that's what we're going with. Is it going to work? Probably not, to be honest. But we can only do our best. Okay, so you can see their team. They've signed Dybala. He's pretty special. Bernardo Silva, Sergio Aguero, David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, so we're in good spirits. Alright, I think, do we carry on from where we left last match? We did play well last game, so I think that's maybe the one to go with. Look at that, a team talk working. And then for everybody else, we'll give them the we've got faith. Tyrone Mings he's been playing well actually for us. I'm really happy that I ended up signing him because I almost didn't, to be honest. I almost got his wages were 20 grand a week, 21 grand a week, and I wasn't sure, and I almost didn't do it. But as it turns out, I'm really, really happy that I did. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so what I basically told them to do is we're not going to close them down in the way that we would do a lesser team. I just feel like their players are so good running with the ball that they'll just knock it past us if we run into them like crazy people. They've got the composure. Oh, Golini, get that out, just clear it. They've got the composure just to pass it around a press, so we're pretty much sitting a little bit deeper, playing narrow and crossing our fingers. Good header, Davis. Jedinak's onto that. Jedinak's that top goal scorer too. He has a penalty and a wonder strike from a free kick. But I was saying, yeah, Golini's been really, really good. I didn't realise he was quite as good a prospect, actually, so that's good. Can we get that? Alright, it's just Aguero. Oh, what a lunging two-footed leap that was. Dybala. I mean, it's like a who's who of football. What are we going to do? Could we have closed him down quicker? Bernardo Silva did just get a run in behind. That would have been Mings, wouldn't it? But I don't know that there's much we can do at this point in our progression. They're just a better team. This isn't. Oh, that's a decent ball from Gil. Go on, Davis. I mean, we can try and compete, but we're just not going to. There's a good ball. Come on, Grealish. Oh! How did we not score that? We have to put those chances away. Oh, that's disappointing. I mean, you can see possession is not working out for us. I mean, I feel like the problem with closing down De Bruyne like my assistant wants... that's poor. I mean, you don't mind that first goal, fair enough, but that's just poor defending. De Bruyne should not be nodding in from a free kick. I'm not playing counter-attack because the main reason is that I want us to try and hold the ball a little bit more and try and control the game. We're not realistically going to do it, but I don't particularly want to just sit back and concede the game to them. Alright, come on. We've shown we can be okay going forward. I mean, that Grealish chance, I mean, really, it should be, well, it should be 1-1, but it should be 2-1. Alright, around with it a little bit there. See, this is I'm going to jinx it, but a decent spell of possession here. If we can do this, then we're a chance. Come on, Grealish, play him in. Come on, Carlos. Yo! Oh, what was that? It should be 2-2. We should have scored 2 goals. Come on, concentrate, boys. The difference between... I mean, Liverpool were actually much better than this. Come on, Davis, look for your pass. Oh, no. It's going to be their highlight. I mean, Liverpool they were better passing it around, but they weren't as good defensively. I think, it was a very Liverpool performance in a way, wasn't it? Good tackle, Conti. Look, if that had just got in behind. It looked like maybe it was a bit more of a hit and hope pass than we may have wanted. That's alright, just let him run, let him run. If he's going to shoot like that, we will let him run, actually. That was terrible. Yeah, just finishing has been the difference, hasn't it? We've created two golden opportunities. I'm going to say we expect better in the second half, because it wasn't. They haven't looked, to be fair, they haven't looked like a team over the course of the whole game that should be overly troubling to us, really, have they? I mean, they scored that one nice goal, a couple of decent bits of play, but I mean, we're in the Premier League now. You're going to get that from most teams, I would have thought. We've let ourselves down a little bit. I'm wondering, we're probably going to open ourselves up horribly now, but let's actually try and get stuck into them a little bit. They may be there for the taking. Keenan Davis, I mean, he's motivated, but how much ball has he had is probably going to be the issue for him. Okay, so what can we look to do here? Yeah, see, I mean, Williams he's not playing fantastically. I mean, you don't want to judge him completely against Manchester City, but I wonder if we should play him a bit more of a support role, try and bring other people into the game rather than just out and out lead the line. One thing we can look to do is, again, the reason that we signed Mings, that's nice. Here we go, Snodgrass! Oh! What? That's three. That's three golden opportunities that we've had. Unbelievable. Alright. Sissoko out to Snodgrass. Hopefully that miss is not dwelling. Back to Jadanak, the superstar of the team. Elphick. This is nice. Look at this. And straight to two defenders. A nice lunge from Jadanak. De Bruyne. Silva. Dybala's opened, and Golini hasn't covered himself in glory there. Okay. I mean, the difference in the two teams has been just the ability to score the chances. I mean, that is not as good as the three chances we've had, but they've scored from it. Okay. It is, at this point, time to make some changes. Bring Giuseppe Rossi on. Now, he's good in that Tista role. Let's take Snodgrass off, move Carlos Izil out there. I wonder if we bring Bjornsson back as a box-to-box. Try and get someone coming in a bit later, because Rossi is going to drop off in this role as well. So if we get a box-to-box midfielder that will look to go beyond him when he drops in, maybe that'll work for us. I think Williams, we may have had a little bit too much faith in his ability. I might look actually to play him in the Cup against Stoke. And then I'm wondering if we should drop Mings into central defence and bring Taylor back to play left back. Lamar's on their team as well. I mean, they have their reserve attacking players that would walk into our team. Good tackle. Alright, come on Grealish, what do you got for us, son? Oh, that is horrible. Yeah, the next there to clean up. Alright, Williams. That's a nice ball out, to be honest. And go on, Rossi. Come on, Giuseppe. Come on, Giuseppe. Oh. Before his 3 knee reconstructions, he might have had the pace to get in there. And that's another one where, when we get James Wilson back, James Wilson will definitely have the pace to get in there. And I think against Premier League teams, that's gonna be a big benefit to us. This wasn't a 3-0 game. It really wasn't. I mean, tell me what you think in the comments, but I think we should have got at least a 3-3 draw from that. You look at the defending for that De Bruyne goal. Arguably we could have won it, but we didn't, and we lost 3-0. Do we say can't fault the performance? No, we've got to say we're not happy. It's just crucial mistakes at both ends. Alright, that's fine. Who did we take off? Was anybody rubbish? Snodgrass. Snodgrass was a bit rubbish, wasn't he? Did we not click on Snodgrass? There we go. You let yourself down, you deserve to come off. Keenan Davis is already motivated, so that's fine. Ah, that's just what could have been. I refuse to accept that as a 3-0 game though. So what's that done to the table? We've dropped us down to 13. Now the board's ambitions was actually a mid-table finish. I was kind of hoping that maybe it was just avoid relegation and we'd have a little less pressure. But mid-table, I'm assuming that's going to be like 14th to 8th, something around those positions. So we're doing okay. We have played Liverpool and City now. We've got those games out of the way, so things will improve. But what we'll do is I'll play through until the Everton game. We'll get this Stoke Cup tie out of the way and we'll come back for that. Okay, welcome back. Sydney FC have just won the Australian FA Cup, so very happy about that. But back to things that actually matter here, and that is our game against Everton. Now, before we get underway with that, let's have a look at this Carabao Cup game. We are on fire in the cup. Nice little cup run going, 3-0 against Stoke. We were brilliant. We sat back. They had no width except for their fullback, so we just sat back, cleared the border flanks. Andre Green and Adobe were brilliant. James Bree was brilliant. Giuseppe Rossi got his first goal for the club. Bjornsson scored a nice one. It was just a really, really good performance, so I was really happy with that. I haven't had the draw yet, but hopefully we will be able to get beyond the 4th round in that as well. So let's go and have a look now at this Everton game. As you can see, we're sitting down. We're just starting to lose a little bit of touch with the mid-table teams. Everton are right up there in that top group of clubs. We're going away. This is not going to be an easy game for us. If we can get a draw, then I think we'd have to consider ourselves quite happy with that. So we have made a few changes. We've dropped Gil back in more in midfield. We're retraining him to play that deeper role, so hopefully as the season goes on he will get better at that. We are putting Taylor at left back, moving Mings into the centre with Elphick, and we're keeping James Bree on the right because he has been really impressive so far and Conte hasn't really done it for us. Grealish just gets the nod over Green at that wide left inside forward role, so hopefully he will do the job there for us as well, but if not, Green's on the bench and we can always make that change. So they're going a similar formation to us. Let's go no pressure, because really, given that it's a situation where you've got to play the game and not real life, Everton are a very good side in this. They're right up there with those it's a top 7 it looks like. So if we can get anything from this, we would have to consider ourselves very happy with that. Okay, so let's do this. So I've chickened out a little bit here, and I've gone to counter. We're going to try clearing the ball to the flanks again. I don't know that it's going to be as successful as it was against Stoke because they play with fullbacks and wingers. But I've chickened out away from home a little bit, and we are going to try and counter them. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, for the love of... What is that? Friggin... Alright, encourage, I guess. So I guess a bit of housekeeping too. Goal of the season from episode 13, if you haven't seen our goals of the season from last season, 60% of the vote was Diamanti, that goal from inside his own half against Brentford. So that worthy winner. I think James Wilson, his goal against Ipswich that all but secured us promotion, I think it was, or was it the title? But anyway, towards the end of the year, that was in second place. But I don't think you can argue against a wonder strike from inside your own half as goal of the season. So we're looking a little bit frustrated here. Can we calm down, everybody? Just relax. Oh, it's not looking good. I've got to maybe stop doing the good teams as the games that we show, because we are actually, I think, better than these games are showing. But this does give us a good idea of where we actually stand in terms... Here we go, Davis, on to Gil, come on Gil. Oh, has he hit the post? Carlos Gil, that's his second. I mean, he missed a sitter against City as well. Finishing it's just proving to be our downfall. Alright, come on, let's do this. Snodgrass, come on Carlos Gil. Davis, he's got no support. Grealish is coming. Can we get a ball back? Carlos Gil, come on, this one's... Oh my god! Carlos Gil, you are doing intense shooting practice for the next foreseeable lifetimes. Oh, I can't believe that. And here comes the penalty. Unbelievable. I can't believe this. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Come on, Golini. Oh, you went the right way. Unbelievable. Oh dear. Okay, let's try and stay in this. And no, or we could just collapse. Alright, demand more. I'm getting annoyed now. We don't need to see that again. James Bree's been brilliant in the cup, put him in absolute rubbish. It's just been a bad performance, I guess. I don't know. I think we have to go aggressive, because I mean, even though we should be in the game, we're not. I think we'll need to come out a bit more too. I think we'll need to go to control. Maybe play a little bit wider. I wonder if we try and play out of defence a little bit as well. Try and at least keep the ball. I'd like to think that we can maybe at least win the second half. Or at a minimum not lose it. Nicely played out of defence, Mings. For the love of God. So I don't think this experiment in the defence has particularly worked. Neither has the teamwork. Alright, let's maybe go with a get creative. Alright, come on, Elphick. What can you do? Back to Golini. This is more playing it out of defence. Mings doesn't quite get the concept of play out of defence. There's a ball forward. Come on, Gil. Snodgrass, can he pick out Davis in the middle? Davis, he's got to be! Oh my god, when are we going to score a f***ing goal? I cannot believe what I'm watching. Alright, come on, Snodgrass. What have you got? Gill, back post to no one. We are playing terribly, yet this game should be 3-all. Unbelievable. Alright, everybody, just concentrate. Show some passion. What are we? We're frustrated or motivated. Maybe we'll just go encourage. Alright, James Bree, he's not playing fantastically and he's tired. He did play in the cup midweek, so it's maybe not entirely surprising. Alright, what else can we do here? So we look to bring Giuseppe Rossi on. Gill's on a yellow. We'll bring Bjornsson on. We'll bring him in as box to box. We might push Jedinak up a little bit as well. Play him a little bit higher up. It's been one of those episodes, hasn't it? We could easily have scored 5 or 6 goals, yet we've been done 3-0 twice. Alright, show some passion. Play for the shirt now. Let's try and get a goal. So I think in moving Mings into the middle, trying to fix that, we've actually just broken left back as well as the middle of our defence in that position. Rossi, Bjornsson, come on, can we nick one? Snodgrass, ball across, go on, Rossi, oh! Unbelievable, can we nick that? If we concede on the counter-attack, well, I don't know, leave me your thoughts in the comments if you think anything can be changed here, or we can just self-therapy, group therapy in our finishing ability, because I don't know about you, but I cannot believe what we've seen this episode. We quite easily could have scored 4-3 wins in both games. Maybe not City. City should have been 3-all. That easily could have been 4-3. Okay, we'll just give him a calm. Not pleased. I mean, they're all fired up. They know what they've done. But unbelievable. See, the problem with this too is that if we keep getting done like that in the league, even though we're creating the chances but we're not scoring them, it hurts the morale, and then it just becomes a bit of a cycle. Oh, that is quite honestly, that is unbelievable. So let's, just for funsies, let's have a look at some of our what should have been glory moments. Just unbelievable. Okay, so as I try to compose myself here, what we'll do is, do we come back for Man United Arsenal? We kind of have to, don't we? So I'll play through that. Hopefully we'll get a nice easy draw in the cup, and then we can come back for Man United Arsenal. What could possibly go wrong there? So that's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, do give me a thumbs up. If you just wish that we could score a goal, give me a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. What we've done is we have scored some goals, so we have our goals. It's technically goals of the month for September, but we'll throw in the goals for Crawley. So do enjoy that. That shows that we do have players that can find the net on occasion. But other than that, this is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Aussie Villain, and we'll catch you next time.